From crystal blue forests to forests that look like clouds, here are the top 15 most spectacular forests in the world. Let's start with number 15, the Blue Forest. Look to Belgium for the Hallebos, or Halle Forest. It's situated in the municipality of Halle, between the regions of Flanders and Wallonia. This forest covers an area of about 1,360 acres. Now, while it's not far from the city of Brussels, the Hallebos often flies under the radar of many tourists. However, for those that go there during the right season, the experience is nothing short of magical. The Hallebos has a rich history, tracing back to a time when it was part of the vast Silva Carbonarium, an ancient forest that once stretched across much of this region. It remained connected to this famous Sonian forest by a strip of woodland as late as 1777. However, the forest underwent significant changes during World War I, when the occupying German forces felled many of these old trees. The forest was reforested between 1930 and 1950, helping to restore that natural beauty. Each spring here, from late April to early May, millions of bluebells bloom, carpeting the forest floor in a vibrant shade of blue. And of course, this spectacle gives the Hallebos its nickname, the Blue Forest. The sight of the bluebells stretching as far as the eye can see creates an otherworldly atmosphere that almost feels dreamlike. And while bluebells aren't unique to the Hallebos, many of Europe's oldest forests experience similar blooms. But what sets this forest apart is the sheer density and spread of the flowers. Walking through the forest during this time feels like stepping into a different world, where nature has woven together a perfect tapestry of color and light. Number 14, Bwindi Impenetrable Forest. Deep in the southwestern corner of Uganda lies the Bwindi Impenetrable Forest, a place that lives up to its name. Spanning the districts of Kisoro, Kabale, and Kanugu, this primeval forest sits on the edge of the Albertine Rift, part of the larger East African Rift system. With elevations ranging from 3,800 to 8,500 feet, the forest is a complex, dense, and almost forbidding environment. The name Bwindi means a place full of darkness. This isn't just a poetic name, this is a reflection of the forest's dense vegetation, which blocks out much of the sunlight. The thick stands of bamboo, interspersed with towering hardwoods and tangled undergrowth, make navigating the forest a challenge. But what truly makes it remarkable is the biodiversity here. It's one of the most diverse forests on the planet. It's home to around 160 species of trees and over 100 species of ferns. This forest is a botanical treasure trove. But the diversity doesn't stop with the plants. Bwindi is also home to 120 species of mammals, 348 species of birds, 228 species of butterflies, and 27 species of frogs. The mountain gorillas here, too, are undoubtedly the stars of the show. Bwindi's home to more than half of the world's remaining population of these critically endangered primates. Every day, guided treks lead visitors deep into the forest, where they have a rare chance to observe those majestic animals in their natural habitat. Those treks aren't just a thrilling adventure, they're a vital part of the conservation efforts here, generating essential funds to protect the gorillas from poaching and habitat destruction. Number 13, Waipua Forest. Waipua Forest, the last bastion of the ancient kauri tree, located in the Northland region of New Zealand's North Island. This forest preserves some of the finest examples of kauri, the tree that once dominated the landscape but now clings to survival. Among these giants, two stand out, Tanemahuta and Te Matua Ngahiri. Each holds the secrets of the forest's rich history. But what draws nearly 200,000 visitors each year isn't just the chance to walk among these giants, but the unique experience of standing in the presence of trees that have been around for millennia. Tanemahuta, known as Lord of the Forest, is the largest living kauri tree, towering over 150 feet high with a girth of nearly 45 feet. It's estimated to be around 2,500 years old. It is a humbling reminder of the natural world's resilience. Not far from Tanemahuta is Te Matua Ngahiri, another ancient kauri considered the largest by girth and estimated to be between 2,000 and 3,000 years old. These trees aren't just big, they're practically living monuments. Waipua Forest, though, isn't just about the big trees. It's part of a larger ecosystem that includes the Warawara and Puketi forests, together holding about 3/4 of New Zealand's remaining mature kauri trees. However, this forest faces significant challenges. Kauri dieback disease, caused by soil-borne pathogens, threatens the very trees the forest was established to protect. This disease has no known cure, and its spread has raised serious concerns about the long-term health of Waipua kauri's population. The Forest Trust has been vocal in calling for urgent action to address the crisis, underscoring the need for continued vigilance and conservation efforts. Number 12. Wistman's Wood. Wistman's Wood of Dartmoor in Devon, England, is one of Britain's last remaining ancient temperate rainforests and a rare example of high-altitude oak woods. This woodland has captivated imaginations for centuries, earning its place not only in ecological studies but also in folklore and literature. Its gnarled, moss-covered trees and eerie atmosphere offer a glimpse into a primordial landscape that's endured for millennia. Wistman's Wood is likely the remnant of an ancient forest that once covered much of Dartmoor around 7000 BCE, before any Mesolithic humans began clearing the land. Over the centuries, the wood has survived changes in climate and human activity, with the oldest trees estimated to be about 400 to 500 years old. And notably, in the 20th century, a permanent vegetation plot was established in the wood, becoming the oldest of its kind in British woodland studies. This unique environment has inspired numerous artists, poets, and writers over the centuries. One particularly famous visitor was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who drew inspiration from the wood's spooky ambiance and the local legend of the Wild Hunt for his novel, The Hound of the Baskervilles. The wood's name itself may derive from the old dialect word visht, meaning eerie or haunted, perfectly capturing the mood of this place. Number 11. Aokigahara Forest. The Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a dense forest on the northwestern slopes of Mount Fuji in Japan. This unique woodland, growing over 12 square miles of hardened lava from the volcanic eruption of 864 CE, is both a natural wonder and a place of deep cultural significance. The forest's thick undergrowth and eerie silence, coupled with its historical association with Japanese folklore, have made Aokigahara a place of fascination and mystery. Now, it's not just any forest, it is a thriving temperate ecosystem with a rich diversity of plants and animals. The forest floor, primarily composed of volcanic rock, is home to a variety of plant species. The dense vegetation here includes everything from towering trees to delicate herbaceous plants, as well as a wide array of ferns, mosses, and liveworts that thrive here in this humid environment. The animal life is equally diverse. The forest is home to several species of mammals, including the Asiatic black bear, wild boar, sika deer, and a variety of smaller creatures like moles, shrews, and squirrels. This place supports a variety of reptiles and amphibians too, including the Japanese forest rat snake and the black-spotted frog. But one of the most intriguing aspects here is the sense of isolation it imparts. The dense forest canopy, coupled with the porous lava rock that absorbs sound, creates an eerie silence, making visitors feel as though they're completely alone in the woods. This sense of solitude is heightened by the forest's historical reputation as a place where yurei, or ghosts of myth, are said to dwell. Number 10. Borneo Lowland Rainforest. The Borneo lowland rainforest, sprawling across the vast island of Borneo in Southeast Asia, is one of the most biodiverse, significant regions on Earth. It also just happens to be one of the most amazing forests on the planet. Covering over 160,000 square miles, this ecoregion forms the heart of Borneo's natural landscape. But despite that richness, the lowland rainforests face severe threats from deforestation, logging, and land conversion, making their conservation a global priority. The stable tropical climate here, characterized by consistent rainfall and minimal temperature variation, creates an ideal habitat for approximately 15,000 plant species, including up to 260 species of dipterocarps. These towering trees, some reaching heights of up to 280 feet, dominate the forest canopy and form the backbone of this ecosystem. The understory is equally as rich, filled with shade-tolerant trees, lianas, and orchids. Species are commonly found here with fascinating adaptations such as cauliflory, where flowers and fruits grow directly on tree trunks. The forest floor, too, is home to the world's largest flower, Rafflesia arnoldi, which can reach over 3 feet in diameter and is known for its powerful odor. Borneo's animals are just as diverse, hosting a wide array of species ranging from the smallest squirrel, the least pygmy squirrel, and the largest land mammal in Asia, the Asia elephant. This ecoregion is particularly notable for its primate diversity too, including the critically endangered Bornean orangutan, Muller's Bornean gibbon, and the elusive proboscis monkey. Carnivores like the endangered Bornean cloud leopard and the sun bear also roam the forests, while hornbills, woodpeckers, and pitas add to the rich avian diversity. However, the region's ecological wealth is under severe threat. Logging and the conversion of forests into palm oil plantations have led to extensive deforestation, with more than half of Borneo's rainforests lost in the past 50 years. Large-scale forest fires, too, in the 1980s and 90s further devastated the landscape, exacerbating the loss of habitat for countless species. Number 9. Sagano Bamboo Forest. Kyoto's Sagano Bamboo Forest shows off a mesmerizing blend of visual and auditory beauty. This natural sanctuary, just a short drive from Kyoto's city center, has become a symbol of serenity and a must-visit destination, drawing visitors from around the world. It is renowned for its dense thickets of bamboo, with stalks that soar dozens of feet into the sky, forming a natural canopy that filters sunlight into delicate slanted beams. These towering green pillars create a unique atmosphere where the line between the natural world and the mystical seems to blur. But what sets it apart is not just its beauty, but also the sounds it produces. Bamboo groves are alive with the creaking of stalks, the rustling of leaves, and the soft knocking of trunks swaying in the wind. These sounds, recognized by Japan's Ministry of the Environment as one of the country's 100 soundscapes of Japan, offer a rare auditory experience that's both calming and otherworldly. The rustling and creaking create a natural symphony that's best appreciated in moments of quiet, away from the bustling crowds. During these quieter times, the full impact of the forest's auditory and visual beauty can be felt, offering a meditative experience that lingers long after leaving. Despite its serene appearance, though, the Sagano Bamboo Forest is far from a hidden gem. It regularly features on lists of the most beautiful forests in the world and is a staple in travel guides. The increase in global tourism, particularly in Japan, has brought more visitors to this once tranquil spot, making it a huge attraction. However, the charm of this forest will endure, with many visitors returning time and time again to experience this unique ambiance. Number 8. Olympic National Forest. Olympic National Forest is a massively diverse landscape in Washington State in the United States. Covering over 620,000 acres, this forest is a natural haven that showcases everything from temperate rainforests to alpine peaks and saltwater fjords. The forest's varying ecosystems are shaped by the area's high levels of precipitation, which average around 220 inches annually. This abundant rainfall feeds numerous streams and supports the dense growth of vegetation that defines the region's rainforests. Among the most iconic features of the forest is characterized by towering Sitka spruce and western hemlock draped with mosses and ferns, creating a primeval atmosphere. The forest's old-growth areas, estimated to cover over 260,000 acres, are home to a diverse array of wildlife. The animals here include species adapted to this unique environment, such as the Roosevelt elk, which can often be seen grazing in the Hoh rainforest, and the Olympic marmot, which thrives in the alpine meadows of Hurricane Ridge. One of the forest's most remarkable features, though, is its soundscape, particularly the 1 square inch of silence project. This tiny spot, located deep within the Hoh rainforest, is celebrated as the quietest place in the United States. Established by acoustic ecologist Gordon Hempton, the 1 square inch of silence is a sanctuary designed to protect natural sounds from the intrusion of human-made noise. In a world increasingly dominated by the hum of machinery and the buzz of electronics, this initiative highlights the importance of preserving natural silence for both people and wildlife. Now, this project isn't just about quietness, but about the quality of sound in the natural environment. In this small, unassuming spot, visitors can experience the profound difference between natural sounds, such as the gentle trickle of rain or the buzz of insects, and the disruptive noises of human activity. The absence of human noise allows the forest's natural soundscape to emerge in its full richness, offering a rare and precious opportunity to experience nature in its purest form. Moving on to number 7, Sundarbans. In India, the Sundarbans National Park forms the core of this vast delta, protecting some of the most biodiverse habitats on the planet. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is renowned for its dense mangrove forests, the elusive Bengal tiger, and a unique interplay of land and water that has shaped one of the world's most complex ecosystems. The tidal influences here are so profound that the entire area is submerged twice daily, a process that nourishes the mangroves and supports a unique array of plants and animals. Now, the mangroves here are not just any trees, they're specialized plants adapted to survive in the harsh conditions of salt water, shifting tides, and waterlogged soils. The Sundari tree, after which the Sundarbans is named, is one of the most notable species, with its distinctive pneumatophores, the roots that rise above the ground to facilitate breathing in the oxygen-poor environment. This dense mangrove cover serves as a critical buffer against storms, cyclones, and protecting inland areas. The Bengal tiger is the park's most famous resident, known for its elusive nature and occasionally for its man-eating tendencies. These tigers have adapted to their swampy environment, learning to swim and navigate the maze of waterways that crisscross the forest. Other endangered species such as the saltwater crocodile, the Ganges river dolphin, and olive ridley turtle also find refuge here. But one of the most intriguing features here is the Swatch of No Ground, a mysterious underwater canyon in the Bay of Bengal. Here, the seabed drops suddenly from 65 feet to over 1,600 feet, creating a unique marine habitat that supports a diverse array of cetaceans, including Bride's whales and Irrawaddy dolphins. This area, proposed as the Sundarbans Cetacean Diversity Protected Area, highlights the biodiversity here that complements the park's terrestrial and coastal ecosystems. Number 6. Lancandan Jungle. The Lancandan jungle spans the southeastern region of Chiapas, Mexico, extending into Guatemala and the southern Yucatan Peninsula. Despite challenges here from deforestation and development, the jungle here remains of ecological and historical sanctuary, offering a glimpse into both the natural world and the cultural heritage of the Mayan civilization. It encompasses approximately 4.6 million acres, and it's one of Mexico's largest remaining tracts of tropical rainforest, home to over 1,500 species of trees and 33% of all Mexican bird species. The jungle is also a refuge for 25% of the country's animals, including many that are endangered, such as the jaguar, the red macaw, and spider monkey. This extraordinary biodiversity has earned this jungle its status as a biodiversity hotspot, making it one of the most critical ecosystems in Central America. The Usumacinta River, which separates the Mexican and Guatemalan portions of the jungle, is the largest river in Mexico by water volume. This river, along with countless smaller streams and rivers, forms the lifeblood of the jungle, nourishing its dense vegetation and providing habitats for its aquatic species. The Montes Azules Biosphere Reserve, which covers 700,000 acres, represents the best conserved portion of the jungle, preserving much of the rainforest in its natural state. It's also home to some of Mexico's most significant Mayan archaeological sites. These sites offer windows into the ancient civilizations that once thrived here, with well-preserved temples, sculptures, and other structures that speak to the advanced skills of the Mayans. Palenque, situated on the edge of the Lancandan, is particularly renowned for its intricate carvings and architecture, including the Temple of Inscriptions, which houses the tomb of a prominent Mayan ruler. Number 5. The Redwood Forest. The Redwood Forest, with its towering trees and amazing ecosystems, is one of the most gorgeous landscapes in the United States, maybe even the world. The Redwood Forest originally covered more than 2 million acres of the Californian coast, but extensive logging and land development reduced its extent significantly. The tallest trees in the Redwood Forest are the coastal redwoods, with Hyperion, discovered in 2006, holding the record as the tallest living tree at 380 feet. These ancient giants can live for over 500 years, with some individuals reaching up to 2,000 years old. This forest is home to a wide array of plant and animal species. The forest comprises several distinct ecosystems, including the seacoast, riverine, prairie, and dense forest zones. These varying environments create habitats for about 66 species of land mammals, such as the black bear, cougar, and Roosevelt elk, the latter of which have been successfully reintroduced to the region. The park also hosts numerous bat species and smaller mammals like minks, martens, and squirrels, everything a fairy tale forest needs. Marine mammals, including California sea lions and stellar sea lions, inhabit the coastal areas, and various bird species from sea pelicans to inland hawks thrive within the park's boundaries. The foggy, humid climate of this forest contributes to that mystical atmosphere, with fog often draping the forest floor and enhancing the towering majesty of the trees. Key attractions within the park include the famous Hyperion tree and other towering redwoods, which are all accessible via well-maintained trails. The forest also features the striking Fern Canyon, a lush fern-covered gorge that's been used as a filming location for various movies. Also, the Redwood Forest is situated in a seismically active region, with frequent minor earthquakes and occasional larger ones affecting the area. But one of the most unique features here is the fire resistance of coastal redwoods. Their thick bark, sometimes up to a foot thick, provides protection against fire, and the trees are known to regenerate after burning. While fires in the forest are rare and typically caused by humans, they do play a role in the ecosystem by clearing undergrowth and promoting new growth. Number 4. The Black Forest. The Black Forest, known in German as the Schwarzwald, is a vast, enchanting, and potentially haunted forested mountain range located in southwestern Germany. Stretching across the state of Baden-Württemberg, it's a region marked by stunning landscapes, rich biodiversity, and history. The Black Forest covers an area of about 2,300 square miles, with its highest peak, Feldberg, reaching an elevation of over 4,800 feet. This forest extends roughly for 100 miles in length and up to about 30 miles in width. It is well known for its role in both historical and modern contexts. Historically, the area was known for forestry and ore mining, which significantly shaped the environment here. Today, tourism has become the primary industry, providing around 300,000 jobs and drawing visitors with landscapes and outdoor activities. The region is protected under various designations, including the Southern Black Forest Nature Park, the Central/North Black Forest Nature Park, and the Black Forest National Park. These areas aim to preserve the natural and cultural heritage here in the forest, and the Southern Black Forest Nature Park, established in 1999, is Germany's largest nature park, encompassing nearly 1 million acres. Visitors here to the Black Forest can enjoy a range of activities and experiences, from exploring dense woodlands and scenic trails to discovering historical sites and unique plants and animals. The forest has highland areas, river valleys, and rolling hills, each offering different natural attractions. There's also glacial geomorphology resulting from the Ries and Würm glaciations, and it shaped rugged terrain here and created these amazing landscapes. It's also home to a variety of rare and unique species too. The Black Forest cattle, a rare breed of Hinterwälder cattle here, are among the notable fauna. A giant earthworm, Lumbricus badensis, is found only in this region, and the Black Forest horse, an endangered draft horse breed, add to the distinct wildlife found here. The forest's climate is characterized by lower temperatures and higher rainfall compared to the surrounding areas. These highlands experience regular rainfall throughout the year, with the wettest regions around Hunsengrinda and Belchen. This climate, combined with frequent light winds and cloud cover, creates a unique environment that supports an amazing array of plant and animal life. Number 3. The Great Otway National Park. The Great Otway National Park, located in Victoria, Australia, is a captivating natural haven known for its landscapes, rich history, and ecological significance. It covers approximately 250,000 acres, and it's located about 100 miles southwest of Melbourne within the scenic Otway Ranges. Now, this park encompasses a broad range of landscapes, from lush rainforests and tall eucalyptus forests to rugged coastlines and serene beaches. Historically, the Otway Ranges experienced extensive commercial logging starting in the 1880s, and that activity peaked in 1961, leading to significant deforestation and land degradation. However, conservation efforts have since focused on restoring the region's ecology. The park was officially declared in 2004, combining several existing reserves and state parks into a single protected area. This national park offers a range of experiences for nature enthusiasts and tourists. The park features 3 main camping areas, providing opportunities for camping amidst these amazing natural surroundings. One of the park's unique attractions is its glowworms, bioluminescent larvae of fungus gnats that create these enchanting displays of light along stream banks and walking tracks. The park is also known for its significant koala population, which can be observed around the Aire River campground. Additionally, the park's coastline provides opportunities for spotting migrating whales such as southern right and southern humpback whales, as well as bottlenose dolphins. The park also hosts over 270 documented fungal species, including the ruby bonnet, ghost fungus, and flame fungus. These fungi contribute to the ecological health of the park by decomposing organic matter and supporting plant growth through mycorrhizal associations. Number 2. The Great Bear Rainforest. Canada's Great Bear Rainforest is a sprawling, untouched wilderness that stands as one of the last and largest tracts of intact coastal temperate rainforest on Earth. Covering approximately 15.8 million acres, the rainforest stretches about 250 miles from the northern tip of Vancouver Island to just south of Alaska. This area, larger than the state of West Virginia, is renowned for its ecosystems and incredible wildlife. It is a Pacific temperate rainforest ecoregion, the largest coastal temperate rainforest in the world. This biome is characterized by lush, dense vegetation with towering trees and high levels of precipitation. Among its notable residents are the rare Kermode bear known as the spirit bear. The white-coated subspecies of the black bear, due to a recessive gene, is a unique feature of the region. These spirit bears are elusive and highly regarded in First Nations cultures, where they are considered to possess supernatural abilities. The Great Bear Rainforest is not only a terrestrial haven, but it also includes the Great Bear Sea, which has some of the world's largest kelp forests. Bull kelp, one of the fastest growing aquatic plants, can reach up to 120 feet in length and grows up to 3 feet in a single day. The coastal waters here are a hotspot for whale activity. Humpback whales, once thought to be extinct in the region due to overhunting, have made a remarkable comeback. From a mere 42 individuals in 2006, their numbers have surged to over 400 by 2014. One of the park's most intriguing features is a dynamic relationship with salmon. Pacific salmon, including coho, chinook, chum, sockeye, and pink varieties, migrate to the rainforest streams each year to spawn. This influx supports a wide array of predators, from bears and eagles to seals and sea lions. The salmon contribute essential nutrients to the ecosystem here, which are cycled through the food web as animals consume and transport the fish. The name Great Bear Rainforest reflects both the ecological grandeur and the iconic bear species that inhabit the region. The Great Bear moniker underscores the vastness of this forest and its importance as a critical habitat. It's a symbol of the region's unique natural heritage. This term encapsulates the rainforest's role as a sanctuary for these magnificent creatures, and it emphasizes its status as a crucial area for conservation. Number 1. Monteverde Cloud Forest. The Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve, located in Costa Rica, is one of the most spectacular examples of a cloud forest in the world. Spanning about 26,000 acres, this reserve is a sanctuary of biodiversity and natural wonders. It was established in 1972, and it was founded by a group of Quakers seeking refuge from the Korean War and a peaceful life in a country that had recently abolished its army. They named the reserve Monteverde, which means green mountain in Spanish, reflecting the lush, evergreen nature of the landscape. But what is a cloud forest? Well, it's a unique type of tropical rainforest characterized by persistent, low-level cloud cover that creates a misty, mystical environment. This climate creates ideal conditions for a diverse range of plant and animal species, many of which are especially adapted to the unique conditions of a cloud forest. Now, this cloud forest reserve encompasses 6 distinct ecological zones, with 90% of the area covered in virgin forest. This reserve is home to over 2,500 plant species, including the highest concentrations of orchid species found anywhere in the world. Over 500, with 34 species newly discovered within the reserve itself. It has 100 mammal species, 400 bird species, and 120 reptilian and amphibian species. And notably, it was once home to the now extinct golden toad, which disappeared in 1989. Monteverde is celebrated for its captivating atmosphere. Its foggy conditions create this surreal, otherworldly environment that enchants visitors. Hikers can explore lush trails, often shrouded in mist, with the best chances of spotting wildlife through guided tours. The reserve has seen significant growth in tourism since the 1980s, with around 250,000 visitors annually. The forest's appeal lies here in its mysterious fog, diverse plants and animals, and the opportunity to experience one of the most pristine and biologically rich ecosystems in the world. The unique climate here and the high biodiversity make Monteverde a critical area for scientific research and conservation efforts. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you to our channel members.